Joe Rogan has once again found himself at the center of a polarizing controversy, this time targeting The View co-host Sunny Hostin over the legal trouble surrounding her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Manny Hostin. Known for his unfiltered commentary, Rogan spared no punches in calling out what he saw as hypocrisy in Hostin's public persona and her silence over the allegations against her husband. Dr. Hostin, a prominent orthopedic surgeon, has been accused of federal insurance fraud and involvement in one of New York's largest RICO cases. The charges paint a grim picture of corruption in the medical field, alleging that Hostin and others exploited the healthcare system for financial gain. With nearly 200 defendants named in the lawsuit, this case is shaping up to be one of the largest and most sensational medical fraud scandals in recent memory. Sunny Hostin has long been a polarizing figure on The View, known for her outspoken views on morality, systemic racism, and social inequality. For years, she has used her platform to lecture Americans about the failures of the healthcare system, often positioning herself as a voice of moral authority. But the allegations against her husband have cast a shadow over her public image, raising questions about whether her family's actions align with her public rhetoric. Rogan wasted no time pointing out the irony of the situation. On his podcast, he accused Hostin of hypocrisy, highlighting how she has repeatedly criticized others for systemic failings while potentially turning a blind eye to her husband's alleged actions. Rogan's critique wasn't just about the legal allegations. It was a scathing commentary on the broader culture of performative morality that he believes Hostin represents. Dr. Emmanuel Hostin's practice, Host Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, now finds itself at the center of a massive RICO lawsuit involving 180 defendants. The Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, or RICO, was initially designed to target organized crime syndicates, but this case has taken an unexpected turn by implicating medical professionals. The lawsuit alleges that Dr. Hostin and his colleagues orchestrated a scheme to defraud insurance companies by performing unnecessary surgeries and billing for procedures that never took place. Patients, including taxi and rideshare drivers, were allegedly targeted after minor accidents and subjected to invasive surgeries that may not have been medically justified. The scheme reportedly involved kickbacks and fraudulent billing practices, turning the healthcare system into a high-stakes poker game where patients were unwitting pawns. The allegations are nothing short of shocking. According to the lawsuit, Dr. Hostin received financial incentives for recommending and performing arthroscopic surgeries, minimally invasive procedures on joints like knees and shoulders. While these surgeries are common and often necessary, the lawsuit claims that many of them were unwarranted, performed solely to inflate insurance payouts. Patients who trusted their doctors to act in their best interests may have instead been used as tools in a grand financial scheme. The betrayal of trust has sent shockwaves through the medical community, with critics likening it to a heist movie where the robbers wear white coats instead of masks. The plaintiff, American Transit Insurance Company, ATIC, alleges that it was swindled out of millions of dollars through fraudulent claims. ATIC accuses Dr. Hostin and his associates of exploiting New York's no-fault insurance laws, which are designed to ensure that accident victims receive medical care quickly without having to determine fault. Instead of providing necessary care, the defendants allegedly used these laws as a cover for their fraudulent activities. The lawsuit describes a network of corruption that extended from medical practices to insurance companies, creating a tangled web of deceit. ATIC's legal team has framed the case as a fight to expose a massive healthcare scam, but skeptics argue that the insurance company may be using the lawsuit as a smokescreen to deflect blame for its own financial troubles. Dr. Hostin's attorney, Daniel Thwaites, has vigorously defended his client, calling the lawsuit a meritless attempt by a struggling insurance company to recover its losses. Thwaites has painted ATIC as the true villain in this drama, accusing the company of using the lawsuit to intimidate doctors and restrict healthcare benefits. This classic courtroom tactic of shifting blame has added another layer of complexity to an already convoluted case. While the legal battle rages on, public opinion remains sharply divided. Some view Dr. Hostin as a scapegoat in a flawed system, while others see the allegations as a damning indictment of greed in the medical profession. Sunny Hostin's silence on the matter has been deafening. Normally quick to weigh in on controversies, she has avoided addressing the allegations against her husband, fueling speculation about her motives. Is she protecting her public image, awaiting legal counsel, or simply overwhelmed by the situation? Whatever the reason, her silence has only amplified the drama. Critics have accused her of hypocrisy, arguing that someone who regularly criticizes systemic failures should be more transparent about her family's involvement in a case of this magnitude. Supporters, however, argue that Hostin's personal life should be kept separate from her professional role on The View. Rogan's critique extended beyond the allegations against Dr. Hostin to The View as a whole. Known for his irreverent humor, Rogan described the show as a rabies-infested henhouse, accusing its hosts of prioritizing outrage over substance. He mocked the intellectual caliber of the panel, joking that their collective IQ might struggle to reach triple digits. While harsh, his comments resonated with his audience, who see The View as emblematic of a broader problem in mainstream media, a tendency to prioritize sensationalism and moral posturing over meaningful dialogue. Social media has been ablaze with reactions to the scandal. Memes, tweets, and viral clips have flooded platforms like Twitter and Instagram, many of them poking fun at the irony of Sunny Hostin's situation. One particularly popular meme depicted Hostin with the caption, "Lectures America about morality, married to a guy indicted for insurance fraud." Critics have seized on the scandal as an opportunity to question the credibility of The View and its hosts, arguing that the show's moral grandstanding often lacks accountability. Supporters of Hostin, however, have pushed back, emphasizing that the allegations against her husband have not been proven and urging the public to withhold judgment. The broader implications of the case extend far beyond Sunny Hostin and her husband. It raises uncomfortable questions about the integrity of the healthcare system and the role of financial incentives in medical decision-making. When doctors prioritize profit over patient care, the trust that forms the foundation of the doctor-patient relationship begins to erode. Patients should feel confident that their doctors are acting in their best interests, not treating them as pawns in a financial game. The allegations against Dr. Hostin, if proven true, would represent a profound betrayal of that trust, casting a shadow over the entire medical profession. The case also highlights the flaws in the insurance industry. While ADIC has positioned itself as the victim in this drama, insurance companies have long been criticized for their own unethical practices, including denying claims and underpaying doctors. This mutual distrust between doctors and insurers creates a toxic environment where patients ultimately suffer. The lawsuit has exposed the deep cracks in a healthcare system that often prioritizes profits over people, forcing a reckoning with the systemic issues that allow such scandals to occur. As the legal battle unfolds, it promises to be a spectacle. With nearly 200 defendants named, the case has the potential to become one of the largest medical fraud trials in history. Both sides are gearing up for a fierce showdown, with ADIC aiming to prove its claims of systemic fraud and Dr. Hostin's legal team fighting to clear his name. For now, the allegations remain unproven, and Dr. Hostin is presumed innocent until proven guilty. However, the court of public opinion has already rendered its verdict, with many viewers and commentators eager to see how the drama will play out. For Sunny Hostin, the scandal represents a significant challenge to her credibility and career. As a public figure who has built her brand on speaking truth to power, her response, or lack thereof, to the allegations against her husband will undoubtedly shape her legacy. Whether she chooses to address the controversy head-on or continue to remain silent, the impact of this case will likely linger long after the legal proceedings have concluded. Joe Rogan's takedown of Sunny Hostin and The View underscores the broader cultural divide in America. His commentary reflects a growing frustration with media figures who are perceived as hypocritical or out of touch, and his sharp humor has struck a chord with audiences tired of what they see as performative outrage. Whether you agree with Rogan's critique or not, there's no denying that his voice has added another layer to an already complex and contentious story.